Jai Gurudev, let's delve and dive deeper into the science of fasting. Are there any specific studies that address the impact of fasting on metabolic health beyond insulin sensitivity? Absolutely, a study published in Obesity examined alternate day fasting and found it significantly reduced body fat, improved lipid profiles, and lowered the risk factors associated with metabolic syndrome. Participants experienced a reduction in visceral fat, which is particularly harmful to metabolic health. That's impressive. How does fasting affect hormonal balance? Fasting has a notable impact on hormone regulation. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that fasting can increase levels of neurophyrin and growth hormone, both of which play roles in fat burning and muscle preservation. This hormonal shift enhances metabolic processes, making fasting an effective strategy for weight management. Hormonal changes certainly sound beneficial. What about the relationship between fasting and inflammation? Fasting can reduce markers of inflammation, which is linked to various chronic diseases. A study in Nutrition Reviews highlighted how fasting decreases inflammatory cytokines, promoting better overall health by lowering inflammation. Fasting can help mitigate conditions like arthritis and heart disease. That is fascinating. Are there any specific fasting regimens that have been extensively researched? Yes, the 5 is to 2 diet is one such regimen. A study in the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology found that participants who followed this plan, eating normally for 5 days and restricting calories for 2, had significant improvements in insulin sensitivity and reductions in body fat. This diet is practical and offers substantial health benefits. That's a great example. How does fasting interact with the gut health? Fasting can positively influence gut microbiota. Research published in Cell Host and Micro found that intermittent fasting promotes the diversity of gut bacteria, which is essential for digestion and overall health. A balanced microbiome is linked to improved immune function and reduced risk of gastrointestinal diseases. Gut health is also crucial. Can fasting also influence cancer prevention? Yes, there is promising research in this area. A study published in Nature indicated that periodic fasting can make cancer cells more susceptible to chemotherapy while protecting normal cells from damage. This suggests that fasting could enhance the efficacy of cancer treatments and reduce side effects. That's groundbreaking. Are there any risks associated with fasting that individuals should be aware of? While fasting can be beneficial, it is not for everyone. Individuals with eating disorders, pregnant or nursing women, and those with certain medical conditions should approach fasting cautiously. It is vital to listen to your body and consult healthcare professionals if uncertain about fasting's suitability. That's an excellent point. How do you recommend individuals maintain a balanced approach to fasting? It is essential to integrate fasting into a well rounded lifestyle that includes proper nutrition, hydration, and physical activity. Emphasizing whole foods during eating windows and being mindful of one's body signals can create a sustainable and beneficial practice. Thank you for these valuable insights. Any last thoughts on the future of fasting research? The field of fasting research is rapidly evolving, and we are likely to see more comprehensive studies exploring its long term effects on health and aging. As we understand more about how fasting interacts with our biology, it may become a cornerstone of preventive health strategies. Thank you for your time and expertise. This discussion has been both informative and inspiring. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to share this knowledge on such a vital topic. Let's explore the relationship between fasting and mental health further. Are there studies that specifically address the cognitive benefits of fasting? Yes, there are several intriguing studies. One notable paper published in Neuropsychology Review highlights how fasting can enhance cognitive functions such as attention, memory, and executive functions. The mechanisms involve increased production and neurotrophic factors, which supports brain health. That is fascinating. How does fasting affect stress and anxiety levels? Fasting may help mitigate stress responses. A study in psycho and neuroendocrinology indicated that intermittent fasting can lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, by reducing stress and promoting resilience. Fasting can improve overall mental well being. What about the relationship between fasting and sleep quality? Fasting can have a positive effect on sleep. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that individuals practicing intermittent fasting reported improved sleep quality. Sleep is crucial for recovery and mental health, and fasting may help regulate sleep patterns. Are there specific fasting protocols that have been shown to enhance mental health? Yes, the 16 by 8 intermittent fasting method, where individuals fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window, has been particularly well studied. A review in Frontiers in Nutrition suggests that this method can improve mood and cognitive performance, making it a practical option for many. How does fasting influence hormonal health, especially in relation to mood and emotional regulation? Fasting influences several hormones that affect mood. A study in hormones and behavior showed that fasting can enhance serotonin levels, which are crucial for mood regulation. Additionally, by lowering insulin levels, fasting may help stabilize energy levels and reduce mood swings. That's quite comprehensive. Now, let's discuss fasting in the context of aging. Are there studies that suggest it can promote longevity? Yes, research on caloric restriction and fasting has shown promising results in extending lifespan. A landmark study in Nature indicated that caloric restriction could improve lifespan and health span in various model organisms. While human studies are still ongoing, the implications are significant. How do you see fasting fitting into the broader picture of preventive health care? Fasting can be a powerful preventive tool. A review in Annual Review of Nutrition emphasizes that fasting can reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Integrating fasting into lifestyle choices can foster a proactive approach to health. Are there cultural perspectives on fasting that you think are important to consider? Absolutely, fasting is a practice rooted in various cultures and religions, often seen as a means of purification and reflection. Understanding these cultural contexts can enhance our appreciation of fasting's holistic benefits. A study in Globalization and Health discusses how cultural practices around fasting can influence health behaviors and outcomes. That's a vital perspective. What advice would you give to someone who is new to fasting and wants to explore its benefits? Start small and listen to your body. Gradually increasing fasting periods can help you adapt without overwhelming yourself. It is also essential to focus on nourishing foods during eating windows, prioritize hydration, and maintain a supportive community or seek guidance from professionals. Thank you for sharing such valuable insights. As the research continues to evolve, what future trends do you anticipate in fasting studies? I expect to see more personalized approaches to fasting considering individual metabolic responses and health conditions. Additionally, the integration of fasting with other health interventions such as exercise and dietary adjustments will likely be a focus. This could lead to more tailored and effective health strategies. Thank you for your time and expertise. This has been an incredibly enlightening conversation about the multifaceted benefits of fasting. Thank you. It's been a pleasure discussing this important topic. I hope it inspires others to explore fasting and its potential benefits for their health and well being. Now Jai Gurudev, let's shift our focus to the impact of fasting on immune function. Are there studies that explore this connection? Yes, there are promising findings in this area. A study published in Cell Stem Cell demonstrated that periodic fasting could promote the regeneration of immune cells, particularly in older adults. This regeneration helps strengthen the immune response, which is crucial for fighting infections and diseases. That's remarkable. Can you elaborate on how fasting might influence the body's response to infections? Fasting appears to enhance the body's defense mechanisms. Research in nutrition reviews found that fasting can increase the production of cytokines and other immune factors that play essential roles in immune response. By reducing inflammation and improving immune function, fasting can potentially help the body respond more effectively to pathogens. Are there any studies that investigate the relationship between fasting and autoimmune diseases? Yes, a study published in Nature Reviews Immunology explored how fasting can influence autoimmune responses. It found that fasting may help modulate the immune system, potentially reducing the severity of autoimmune conditions by decreasing inflammation and promoting a more balanced immune response. That's interesting. How does fasting interact with chronic disease management? Fasting can be beneficial for managing chronic diseases. For instance, a review in Diabetes Care showed that intermittent fasting improves glycemic control and reduces insulin resistance in people with type 2 diabetes. This suggests that fasting can be a useful adjunct to standard treatments for chronic conditions. What about the role of fasting in cardiovascular health? Are there any significant findings? Indeed, cardiovascular benefits of fasting are well documented. A meta analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that various fasting regimens significantly reduce blood pressure, LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides. These changes can lead to a decreased risk of heart disease. What about fasting and its benefits and effects on gut health, particularly regarding conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Fasting can positively affect gut health. A study in Nature Microbiology showed that fasting can alter gut microbiota composition, promoting beneficial bacteria that can improve symptoms of IBS and other gastrointestinal disorders. This suggests that fasting may help maintain gut health and improve digestive function. Are there any specific types of fasting that have shown efficacy in gut health? Intermittent fasting, particularly the 16/8 method, has been linked to improvements in gut health. Research published in Frontiers in Nutrition indicated that this type of fasting can enhance gut barrier function and reduce inflammation, which is essential for maintaining a healthy digestive system. What advice would you give to someone considering fasting for health reasons, especially with respect to potential side effects? It is crucial to approach fasting mindfully. Start with shorter fasting periods and pay attention to how your body responds. Be aware of potential side effects like fatigue or irritability, especially in the beginning. Maintaining balanced nutrition during eating windows and staying hydrated is vital. Consulting with a healthcare provider is also recommended, particularly for individuals with pre existing conditions. As we discuss these various aspects of fasting, what emerging research excites you the most? I am particularly excited about studies examining the effects of fasting on mental health and neurodegenerative diseases. Study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience indicated that fasting may help mitigate cognitive decline and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. This area of research could lead to innovative therapeutic approaches for maintaining brain health. That's a critical area indeed. How do you see the integration of fasting into modern wellness practices? Fasting is becoming increasingly popular as part of holistic health approaches. Integrating fasting with the mindfulness practices, exercise, and balanced nutrition can create a comprehensive wellness strategy. This multifaceted approach aligns with the growing trend toward preventive healthcare, allowing individuals to take charge of their health proactively. Thank you for these insights. As we conclude, what is your overall message about fasting and its benefits? Fasting is a powerful tool that can offer numerous health benefits when practiced mindfully and thoughtfully. It encourages self discipline, supports metabolic health, enhances mental clarity, and promotes longevity. I encourage everyone to explore fasting within the context of their unique lifestyles and health goals, always prioritizing balance and well being. Thank you for sharing your expertise today. This conversation has been incredibly enlightening and informative. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to discuss the many facets of fasting with you. I hope this inspires more people to consider its potential benefits for their health and well being. Jai Gurudev.